Hello everyone, welcome back to Mental Magic 5 of 2023. In this video series, I'm not going to give you super hyped up new techniques every week that is guaranteed to work this time, because listen, people keep looking for new techniques on how to use the law of attraction, but it's not about the technique that works. It's not the technique. The technique helps you realign your thoughts, but remember, this power comes from inside of you. Welcome to the new viewers. Welcome, Troy. Hi there. Hi, Alex, Buckle, and Krankenstein. In these lessons, we're going to be proving this law to ourselves through different exercises provided by William Walker Atkinson, this ancient law of mental magic. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Just please remember to be responsible. What sets this channel apart from the ocean of law of attraction channels, and there's millions of them out there, is that I have used this. It works. And I wish to share the importance of not using it wisely, understanding that mistakes can be made, and how to avoid using it that could cause you, well, extra karmic debt. I'm trying to save you some drama and some pain if I can, because you're doing it right now. You're getting different versions of what your mental state, your mental energy is reflecting. I'm doing it right now. We're all doing it right now. So each week we read through The Secret of Mental Magic by William Walker Atkinson, a New Thought author, which is at the turn of the last century. He has also written down the Kabbalion, and that was one of the 3 initiates in that one. He wrote down the 14 lessons in Yogi philosophy and Oriental occultism, which was part of why this channel was even born, and the signpost towards Theosophy. So anyway, remember, always, mental magic is not to be used, say it with me, if what you are looking to manifest belongs to another, or if what you are bringing into being will harm anyone else, okay? Be careful and wise, because you can either learn the hard way, or you can listen to what I'm saying. It's up to you. So let me save you that pain, if I can, please. So you attract, let's say this, you attract what you are, not what you think. You attract what you are. Alignment is key. You've heard that a million times. So Atkinson says here, let's start with this opening that he has in the book. So to all the students of these lessons, he says, I send a message of good cheer, courage, and self-confidence. You are centers of power. You are centers of power in the great ocean of universal power. You are centers of power. Realize this truth, and you will have attained that which you seek. You have attracted this book to you. Now you've attracted the video to you. Now take what the law has sent you and brought you, because as it brought you this video and this book, it will bring you that which you desire so ardently. Now, in the hardback version, we are on page 29. I am massaging Atkinson's text so it flows easier, but I'm not changing the context. So let's get started for this week. What we don't know, and we're continuing on from last week, we really don't know. I mean, nobody knows the truth of anything. No matter how much we want to think that we know the truth, nobody knows exactly what something is. If we truly did, we would have the key to the riddle of the universe. But we don't know. And we may never know. We know the existence of electricity. We know that there is electricity, for example, and we know how to use it and manage it and control it, but we don't know just what electricity is. We don't. And in honesty here, Atkinson admits and confesses without embarrassment that he does not know the how, or why, or just what it is. We can't say we absolutely know the how. We don't, in regards to the subject of mind. I mean, seriously, we don't know. We think we know, but we don't. But Atkinson does admit knowing the laws and the principles of the operation of mind and how it acts and how it may be used. So let's move on to the evidences of thought transference, telepathy. Atkinson here writes, he's not going to offer evidence to prove the existence of telepathy, of the transference of mentative energy, as he's calling it here. You can find the evidence elsewhere. There's evidence online all over the place. This was written again 120 some years ago. He says, I believe that everyone who reads these lessons will have had some personal experience in his or her own life that will render further proof unnecessary. In case, however, such proof is needed, he says, I refer the doubter to the pages of any recent work on telepathy or the pages in the reports of the London Society of Psychical Research. Again, he's saying this 120 years ago. We've come very, very far since then. This is a society that specializes in that. This is composed of men and women worldwide, fantastic reputation in science and learning, their honesty, capability being without question. In today's world, this is me talking here, in today's world, I highly recommend looking towards the Scientific and Medical Network, the Galileo Commission, fantastic work done there, investigating the world beyond the physical, beyond the senses of consciousness and what is it. So, moving forward in Atkinson's book, Flammarion's Theory, Atkinson writes, I shall, however, quote the following passage from Camille Flammarion, the eminent French astronomer who is also an investigator on this subject. Flammarion writes, we sum up, therefore, our earlier observations by the conclusion that one mind can act at a distance upon another mind without the habitual medium of words or any other visible means of communication. It appears to us altogether unreasonable to reject this conclusion if we accept the facts. This conclusion will be abundantly demonstrated. So stick around. There is nothing unscientific, nothing romantic in admitting that an idea can influence a brain from a distance. You have probably experienced this. The action of one human being upon another from a distance is a scientific fact. And he is saying it is as certain as the existence of Paris, of Napoleon, of oxygen, or of Sirius. Basically, he's saying it's as certain as the nose on your face. He further states that there can be no doubt that our psychical force creates a movement in the ether. Our psychical force creates a movement in the ether which transmits itself afar, like all movements of ether, and becomes perceptible to brains in harmony with our own. The transformation of a psychic action into ethereal movement and the reverse may be comparable to what takes place in a telephone, where the receptive plate, which is identical with the plate on the other end, reconstructs the resonant movement, the energy transmitted, not by means of sound, but by electricity. Okay? So the sound is being transmitted by electricity. But these are only comparisons. So each week we read Atkinson's book together. These are short little lessons, and we put these into application if we wish. I'm going to share with you some of my tips and things that I did, of my results, and I can share some of my mistakes, not all of them. And they're powerful stories, these results, this evidence, and this fruition. This is a series, and this is here as a playlist, so you can follow along, you can revisit, re-listen. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have something you'd like to bring into being. Now, this force that we're talking about here, what we're using is called Kriya Shakti. This is a Sanskrit term. Look it up. It means thought power. It is a force of nature, a law like electricity, steam, or explosives. It is ancient. Everyone has access to it. It works whether your intentions are good or whether they are evil. It is best to understand how to use it wisely rather than the multitude of videos giving you techniques and then unleashing you into the world. We keep these short so that they can be digested easily. Next week, we move forward in lesson 2 to mental states, not thoughts. Again, mental states of being, not just thinking the thoughts, and always remembering, please, I know I say this all the time, it's important. I'm saving you some drama if you listen. Mental magic, the law of attraction, the law of assumption, is not to be used if what you are looking to manifest belongs to another, or if what you are looking to bring into being will cause harm to another being. And I'm saying that not that it won't work. It will work, but you will heap hot coals upon your head. Don't do this if you are looking to take something that belongs to somebody else. This is an ancient force, again, called Kriya Shakti, thought power. It is real. I have used it, I've made mistakes, and I've actually seen some amazing results. I love you, and I'll see you next week.